Hey Steve, how you doing? Janet, great to be with you.
Well, it's good to have you here. Welcome to God's country, Ozark Mountain Country. We heard you earlier on your report saying you were here in Branson, Missouri.
I know, and it's so good to be here. I've been trying to get Fox to let me do my show from here for 3 years, and we are very pumped. We're going to be over at the Welk Theater with Tony Orlando this afternoon, paying tribute to the veterans. And, I think Branson is a perfect place for me to bring my show from the Fox News Channel because, as I keep telling the people in New York, Branson is our audience. This is the heart of America, and it's just such a thrill to be here.
Well, may I say, just real quick, I don't want to embarrass you, but you're just cute as you could be. I've never met you in person.
I'm a hugger.
You're very handsome. Remember, though, I'm a Democrat.
Well, but you at least have good taste in men. What can I say?
And I would like to also say that we always have this many people watching the Steve and Janet show.
Absolutely.
When we're doing the show.
Absolutely.
Every morning they come in to watch us do this.
Well, they should.
Are you having fun?
I really have so much more fun than I deserve. I'll be the first to tell you that I'm having a great time.
Everybody says you're going to run.
Well, someday I may. This is such a toxic environment. I wish that the election were going to be about solving problems and issues. And unfortunately, what I see more and more, that it seems like both sides are more interested in battering out the brains of their opponents than they are in actually figuring out how to get people back to work and how to build our roads back and things that really do need to get done. And when America wants to get serious about the issues that are serious, then I think it would be a better time for me.
Do you worry about our society? Because
very much.
Our society is really becoming dependent on the government, and why is the government not taking care of me, and why can't I have this and why can't I have that? And we need to cut spending until you cut anything that has anything to do with me, and then don't do it.
I read a book back in the late 1980s called Why Democracies Perish, and it's written by a French communist. So this is not some right-wing book. This is by a guy who really does not like capitalism and doesn't like our way of government. But his book was by the way, it was Jean-Francois Revel, so I would highly recommend it, because his perspective, being French and being a communist, I thought was insightful. But he said that the reason a democracy perishes, when people realize that they can vote for themselves largesse from the public treasury, and they can continue to accrue benefits that they don't have to pay for and have no responsibility for, eventually you drain the well, and there's no one left to pay. And I mean, his point, that's sort of an oversimplification of the book, but it's very frighteningly true when you have people who are up on Wall Street, protesting and demanding, we want something for nothing. There's no such thing. And it just shows a naivete and I think a lack of understanding of what made America a great country. It was not that people sat around and said, what are you going to do for me? And I think John F. Kennedy's statement is one that we need to reinvigorate into the minds of every young person. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. And that transcends the politics of the left and the right. That just goes to the heart of who America is really all about.